Hi everyone, this video is going to be for swatches and my first impressions of MAC's collaboration collection with Steve J and Yoni P. These two are a Korean design duo. About this collection, MAC says that the couple introduces a collection that is as cheeky and progressive as their fashion. Pink, smoky warm neutrals, and playful graphic packaging tap into the vibe of Seoul street style. As always, please see the description box for further details and a link to the blog sale where you can purchase makeup and other items if you wish. In this video, I will swatch these items for you, the shadows over primer and the cheek products over some sort of base, as always. And I hope you're subscribed to the channel. Let's get swatching these colors from the new collection. So first up, we have two powder blushes. These are going to retail for $23 each. This first shade here is called Sugar or Syrup, and the second shade is Peony Petal. Alright, using an angled powder brush, here's Sugar or Syrup. This is a light yellow-based pink with a satin finish. It has good color with just one layer, but I'm going to add a second one to show you better on the camera. And here is Peony Petal, which is a bright blue-based pink. This is also a satin finish, but it has much less of a sheen. It looks close to matte on the skin, whereas the first shade has a pretty distinct sheen on its finish. And again, decent color with the first layer, but I'm going to add up a second to build the color. Alright, and next to the brush swatches, I will do heavy finger swatches. Here is Sugar or Syrup, and here is Peony Petal. Definitely different finishes for this one. Peony Petal is more dry to the touch. Sugar Syrup is much creamier and glides easily on the skin. So there are your two blush colors up close. The second shade does swatch more patchy with a finger swatch, but of course that's not how you're going to apply it onto the cheeks. It applies fairly smoothly with a powder brush. Next up, there are two eyeshadow duos, and these retail for $22 each. The first duo is called Touch Me Baby, and the second duo is called Midnight Fever. Alright, so the left shade is called Keep On Twinkling, and this is a frosted light pink, and that one has a luster finish. And the next shade is Soba, which I'm pretty sure is a permanent shade. This is a shimmering golden brown with a satin finish. Now, MAC says you can apply these wet or dry, and with a brush, sponge tip, or your fingers, so I'm gonna swatch these for you wet also. The pink shade works beautifully under a dampened brush. Soba, not so much. So I would keep that to a dry brush application. And lastly, applying with the fingertips. Again, the pink shade works very well. Soba, not as much. Okay, so there are the three different application methods for this duo side by side. Because of the type of finish and formula that the pink shade is, it works well under any type of application, but Soba I would keep to a dry brush application. Alright, now the two shades in the Midnight Fever duo are both Dazzle shadows. So I'm going to start by swatching Sparkling Moment, which is a sparkly black with purple and reddish sparkles. And next to that is Let's Boogie, which is a sparkly black with a sort of a silverish sheen with like a bluish flash to it. Now, interestingly, MAC does not say that these could be used wet or dry, but I feel like this formula asks to be applied with a foiled brush, so I'm applying it with a dampened brush. Purple one seems to work well in that application. The black shade, I think if you pat it, also works to have a pretty nice finish with a dampened brush. MAC does say you can apply these also with the fingertips, so here is that application for you also. Alright, so here are the shades from Midnight Fever. A little bit of fallout given the sparkling nature of the shadows, but both shades seem to apply well with all three different kinds of application. Alright, and next we're going to look at the Lip and Cheek palette. This has 6 different shades and retails for $40. And the palette is called Yoni Attraction. Alright, and here are the colors up close. I am going to swatch them left to right, starting with the top row, then the middle row, and then the bottom row. And these are the casual color formula. So those are cream shades that you can use on the cheeks and also on the lips. So first we have Lazy Sunday, which is a baby pink. Keep It Loose, which is a warm pink. Young at Heart, which is a bright pink. Secret Admirer, which is a bright coral. I believe this shade is Show Orchid, which is supposed to be the lipstick shade. It's a very hot pink with an amplified formula. And Weekend Getaway, which is a cool rose. So you're supposed to have these 5 cheek colors, which you can also put on the lips, and then the lipstick shade. Alright, so those are your 6 shades from the palette up close. Alright, and then we have 4 lipsticks which retail for $17 each. Here's the shade Spotlight Me, Yoni Crush, A Killing Smile, and Candy Yum Yum, which is not a new shade. Alright, Spotlight Me is a light peachy nude with an amplified finish. Yoni Crush is a bold orange red with an amplified finish. Killing Smile is a bright pinkish red with a matte finish. That's MAC's description. I think this is not red at all. And Candy Yum Yum, which is a neon pink with a matte finish. Okay, those are your 4 lipstick shades up close. All of them are wonderfully pigmented and fairly smooth on the skin. Alright, there you have MAC's collaboration collection with Steve J and Yoni P. I'm pleasantly surprised with this collection. I like the blushes. I think they're very wearable, even though they are, you know, not your just typical standard nude shades. Same with the eyeshadow duos. I wasn't expecting to really be that wowed by them, but I'm surprised at the colors and the pigmentation and the smoothness of all of the shades in both of the duos. I like the lip and cheek palette. I like the casual color formula for the cheeks, especially for summer. And the lipsticks were all very consistent in terms of pigmentation and smoothness. So let me know in the comment section below what you think of this MAC collection, if you've tried anything. If you haven't but were interested in it, I hope this video was helpful to you. As always, thank you for taking the time to watch. I hope you're subscribed, and I'll see you in the next video.